Red-necked phalarope at Dana Point, California, on the Monarch Beach Golf Course, recorded on September 1st, 2021. Gave me great photography shots here, and it enabled me to test something that I had read a number of years ago about how phalaropes feed. They seem to have a special mechanism, and we'll be able to take a look at that. The phalaropes were at the smaller lake, the one with the footbridge across it, not the large lake by the clubhouse. And yesterday there were about 45 of them, and they were north of that footbridge. Today, this morning, they were all south of the footbridge, basically. And I recorded these videos about 7:15 to 8 a.m. this morning. So I got really nice shots. They were relatively close, and you can see they're in winter plumage. I counted at least 97. I think they were at least over 100 easily. I've never seen that number here. I think my previous number was 1, and that was at the exit of Salt Creek. The golf course has a number of these recirculating pumps or aeration fountains or whatever that is, and that's where the phalaropes were feeding. They were not twirling. So let's take a look at their activity. We'll zoom in and pay attention to the bill. What are they doing with their bills? You can see there's a lot of motion going on after they put the bill in the water. And we're going to take a look at that in much more detail. So I had remembered this paper that I easily found online, 1993 paper on the ORC, called Surface Tension Feeding in Phalaropes, Discovery of a Novel Feeding Mechanism, by these two individuals, one from UC Irvine and one from UCLA. And what they found by using high-speed photography is that the phalarope takes water from the tip of its bill. Usually it looks like a drop. And then by opening its bill, the surface tension brings the drop of water back to the mouth area. So it's not like a soda straw, it's not a siphon, and it doesn't look like the tongue it gets involved here. It's kind of a neat sort of feeding. Now I happen to have a high-speed, potential high-speed camera, and what I did was I set the camera video at 60 frames per second and the resolution at 1080, and took a lot of pictures of these phalaropes feeding. Lots of opening of the bill once they put the bill in the water. This is one of the frames from the video I'm going to show you, a segment of that video. And you can see, yes, there is a drop of water in the bill, and it's going to move it back. Kind of a nice photograph. So let me show you this. It's slowed down to 1/16 speed. And you will see the amount of bill motion, opening, etc., that's going on here. I think the next segment has that clear drop of water, and then it seems to come out back up toward the mouth area just by surface tension. But in terms of all of the feeding segments that I slowed down, that was the only one I actually saw a real drop of water. So that was unusual to actually see a drop. I often saw some water in the bill, like this still from the next segment you're going to be looking at. And let's take a look at that. So let's start playing it. But again, it's a surface tension phenomena. And I think this is the one that suddenly there's lots of water in the back of the bill. Opens the bill, the water disappears. It's going probably in a feeding situation. So I can certainly confirm that 1993 paper that there's a surface tension phenomena going on at the bill, and this particular flock of phalaropes had a lot of opening and closing of the bill after they put the bill in the water. So this is another of my JDW talks. I have YouTube talks on genealogy topics, natural history topics, and miscellaneous topics. And I put a kind of a humorous one yesterday when I counted only 45 phalaropes at this golf course lake. But this one is a little bit more serious in terms of some of the information I want to give you. So go out in the field and enjoy yourselves in Orange County, California.